Okay. All right. We are recording. Paul joined us a couple weeks ago when we were starting or doing the 200K swap challenge, which, oh my gosh, we had amazing success with. And we had Natasha actually knows more of the stats. I'm going to put her on the spot really quick.
Okay, so we started with 1,330 and we ended the 30 days with right under 700 that finished it.
Wow.
And we had how many roundabout percentage that actually ranked up or increased their volume?
52% ranked up or increased their volume in the 30 days prior to than they'd ever done before.
Yes. And some of the things we were getting back comments were, I'm finally getting my Thrive for free. I'm not scared to talk to people. I'm learning consistency. Like, it was so exciting. I was actually crying as I was reading those comments because it's just so emotional that there are people that they get it. They just didn't know the how and they weren't plugged in. So I'm super excited. Now we are in everyone that graduated. They're in the Level Up group and we're super excited for them. So Paul, I would love for you, knowing those stats, knowing these people did 30 days of full commitment. The rule was 3 strikes, you're out. So these people all stuck with it and did every task every day.
It sounds incredible. I mean, I could talk about it, but I'll kind of let you ask me some questions and see where you want me to go with that. I mean, I can respond to that or ask me some questions. Tell me what you want me to cover.
Okay, well, let's talk. You're on fire talking about the auto bonus. And, I spoke today about how I love the fact I'm an instructions reader, right? I'm a directions follower. So the fact that y'all have a roadmap to 12K that you have referred to, get it for free. You have VIP 800, 1600, 4K iPad, 12K auto bonus, $800 a month for your car payment. That for me, I'm able to connect the dots and follow and do next. Where if
Right.
it was just straight to 12K, straight to $800 auto bonus, I would probably have panicked, not sure how to get there or what to do. We also have one of our Auto Elite earners, Jenny, here. She's a customer machine.
Excellent. And Jenny, so when you think about just day in, day out, or week in, week out, you being labeled a, customer queen or being consistent with getting someone to purchase. There's a big difference in get a free account. I want you to watch this company grow versus you being labeled as someone that's a customer queen. Talk to us about what is your approach and what is your close. I know your approach may be very different with people, but talk to me a little bit about your approach and close, every individual being different. What separates you from most people? I'm going to put you on the spot. From most people on your team, they're not closing like you. What do you do different?
Well, I think the first thing you have to know is you have to know who you're talking to. You have to know what their need is, but you have to be confident in the sale and assume the sale and ask for it, first thing. But you also have to know that you have to do that every month. It's not just once, it's every month.
You have like a daily focus or task list of people that you're reaching out to. What does that process look like? Or no, is it just you see somebody and like that girl right there, that woman right there, I would love to have her connected to me as a customer. What makes you determine who you're approaching as a customer?
Everybody within 3 feet. That's what I've always been told. And that is true. So whether it's somebody at the grocery store, or whether it's somebody I see on social media, or whether it's somebody that has been connected to me from a referral standpoint, everybody is a customer. They're just not thriving yet.
What's your approach?
Basically, I just ask them questions. I want to know about them. What is your day like? How do you sleep? What's your family like? They will tell you what they need if you listen.
Now, do you lead straight in with, do you know anyone? Look, I've got a product I've got to get into people's hands. Do you know anyone that's exhausted, worn out, and has any discomfort in their body? Do you have a general lead in with everyone, or do you try to get the schmooze them a little bit first?
Yep, it's different. Probably a lot of the times it varies on the conversation and who I'm talking to, where they're at and where I'm meeting them at, because I think that's part of it is you have to meet them where they're at and bring them to where you are with your confidence and what you have in your hand. And sometimes they don't know what it is. So then that's where you can say, do you know any of these people? And the answer is always yes, but they don't think that way until you put it on their lap to think that way.
Got it. My response to that is I'm pretty direct. I'm an individual that says, I know you don't, listen, well, what do you do for a living? Like I get that yesterday or in the plane this week or wherever I'm going. What do you do? I get that question a lot. I'll tell you all something I did this week. It was a little bit easier. I said, well, I sell a product called Thrive. Are you familiar with Thrive Brands? Have you heard of Thrive Brands? Instead of Lavelle Brands, I say Thrive Brands because I get them to, the name is just so obvious to people, right? And I market a product that targets exhaustion and discomfort. Anybody that's just worn out. It's a product that's it's been a gold mine. We've sold over $2 billion worth of it on the internet. Boom. Every time I say the word 2 billion, we've sold over $2 billion worth of the product, and it targets people that are exhausted, worn out, or have discomfort in their body. It's such an easy approach for me with people. It's never, ever, ever an issue for me to get someone's contact information. Hey, if you want me to get you 3 days on this product, I'd love for you to experience it. And I want to say this to every one of you on this call or on this Zoom. There is a life-changing opportunity for an individual that realizes when they get to $200 a week in income or $300 a week in income and they're responsible and they know that they have 150 of that going to taxes, or if it's, $400 a week, it's 200 of it going to taxes, whatever. When you know that you're earning $100 a week, $300 a week, minus 50% taxes, $400 a week, the discipline at that level of income, right? Or even $50 a week consistently, 25 goes to taxes. When you look at that $25 left over or $100 left over and you go, what are the odds of me getting someone to order this product if I'm putting my product out to them first? Am I investing in this newest person? And I got to tell you all that's what I love for people. By the time someone is at 40K, 80K, 200K, I've never been able to twist anyone's, well, I will say that I am pretty vocal about this particular conversation, and that is, it is so important for us to realize why we did the product in single serve packaging, everybody on here. Number two, it's very important for you to hold yourself accountable and say, how many people weekly do I put this product into their hands? I'm not saying you have to mail it out, but I am saying to you all, are you investing in that newest person? I've never had anyone have a negative communication with me. Do you know anyone that's exhausted? That's the dumb question of the year. If someone says no, you have met the dumbest person of the year. Let me say that. If you say to someone, do you know, I've got a product that targets people that are exhausted, worn out, and dealing with discomfort. Do you know anybody that doesn't feel good? They're like, it's everyone. It's everyone. And I think, hey, give me your contact information. I would love for you to experience this product. And saying that with emotion and saying that with passion, that's what I think the approach is. That's what I think the close is. When people know, look, I want to connect with you now. I want you to get on this product. I want you to let me talk to you for the next 3 days. When they can sense you're immediately wanting to do something for them, that's the approach, I think, for everyone on this Zoom tonight, is don't worry about what your approach is as much as get consistent with a simple lead in. If you're not comfortable like getting to know people right out of the gates, look at me, I'm raising my hand. I'm not very comfortable getting to know people. I'm not an individual to ask them a lot of questions about them, other than I'm going straight for the jugular saying, do you know anyone? And I say it with compassion. Do you know anyone? I want to help them. And I think that's so important for all of you all to say, can I just stick to a question that they can tell I'm serious, I'm focused, and I want to help somebody? Buddy, you'll get friends without having to ask a lot of questions. They'll know you're very intentional. As I mentioned earlier on the call today, who are the people that you're signing up for free with intention, and then working that process. So, but I do want to comment also on something else. 1,300 people, I want to think about that. 1,300 people that said, I'm going to go for it. 770 were left at the end of it, and 52% of those people ranked up. I have to be very vocal about this. I would think that anyone that can do basic mathematics and they did not participate in that event, it tells you a lot about the person. Not a lot of confidence in themselves. So back to you.
Well, and it just showed us, that some people are ready now and some people aren't. And, we've talked
Why
forever
not push them?
drag people along.
Why not push them? I'm not ready. Yeah, you are.
Because you can push some people, but then you can't pull a dead body.
I think there's a difference. You can push people, you can't drag people.
Yes.
You can push someone into uncomfortable and into their greatness, but you can't drag them. I mean,
I was definitely wanting to hear responses more than I was saying that to kind of stir the feathers a little bit, because
I'm ready.
Well, you know what I mean by that, Chastity. Also, I am, now this is me. This is my opinion. I like pushing people frequently because they're pulling me back in my time potential to succeed quicker. They're slowing me down. So if I'm pushing, if they don't go after, at least if I can get them into the deal and they're one of the 700 that didn't make it, etc., can I get them to the first step? I'm only using that analogy of your massive success. 52% of 700 plus people ranked up and their check increased. I just find that not only fascinating, I think that it's something that I don't know if there's a time frame that you have to wait to do that again, or when is the next one?
Yes. So basically, if they graduated from this one, we put them in the one we're in now, which is the next level up group, and it's harder challenges. There's still daily social media challenges, but then also business growth tasks, and making your list and things like that, and getting them out of that next level comfort zone. And then the rest of them can rejoin the next month. So there's a fear of missing out month in between, basically.
Got it. Excellent.
Hey, so tell us about this new cream that we got an email about today.
I'll go a higher level. I'll go higher level and talk about skin as a whole for a second. There's a lot of things that are going to go, wow, I remember when the company launched and there was this box that was not made with the proper weight amount that we were expecting the box to be. So when we started, you all, we had issues with the packaging, and we had not just the box that the 3 products were in, but the bottling itself. And I gave you all a simple analogy. I always like thinking about the crystal ball, because I have pictures of things that are coming into my life and a million. And so what motivates me to keep going and be so excited when I have an opportunity to talk to people last week and this week that work corporately at Lavelle and say, hey, how's it going? Tell me what's going on. It is the coolest thing that I can ever explain to you all, is that I have an opportunity to call people that are making decisions for this company and the things that they have coming with skin, where you will see what skin, that whole, do you remember when we started, I said we waited a long time to enter this space, the skin space. We waited a long time. But if you look at the companies that are billion-dollar annual companies in the skin space, they have a, oh goodness, who was it this week? It was Dana Chuba. I was in Florida, and she was confused by a lot of companies because they have product 1 through 11, right? What I can tell you all is you'll see 1, 2, 3 is the foundation, will always be what skin is, but we have a lineup of things that are coming, and you'll continue to see ultimately as skin grows, it will be a line of options of things. It's been an interesting space as we've entered it. I don't know if I told you all this, but fascinating to me. I had asked someone in finance a week or two, maybe it's 3 weeks ago now. I said, can you give me I'm just curious without me having to log in and look, just tell me, being lazy, I just want to call and talk to them. I could see the same report if I want to look at the financials on the company, obviously. But we had sold like $250,000 to $300,000 worth of the charcoal bar, like in a super short period of time. That was like I want to say like within the first 3 or 4 weeks of it turning on for orders. So it's fascinating.
Awesome.
What's that?
Because it's awesome.
It is. It's a and I said down in Florida, I'm open about this. This is me. I'm a guy. Do I use the bar? Yes. Am I going to try the mask? I've done it, but am I going to do it again tonight? Yes. But I'm not. You're not going to catch me in front of a room of women going, all right, girls, now come on, let's do this to our faces. That's just not. And when I'm in front of a room, I am very intentional. If I'm on a conference call, if I'm on this Zoom, my passion is in thinking about people that have not gotten on the capsule, the lifestyle mix, and the DFT. And why is that? Because I know what the odds are. If I'm connected with that person for their next 3 mornings, then I know I've got them the 4th to the 10th. But as far as the skin, I'll go back and say for all of you, one of the lessons that I've learned since we've launched the skin is number one, being in Minnesota. I saw, this is crazy. I saw half the room start off and they played the Thrive Experience video, which if you like it, you like it. I'd rather just get a local going or a gathering going and have people talk about the capsules, lifestyle mix, how you take it, get 4 stories up there. Amber and Aaron, best MCs I've seen in a long time. I'm not saying that because she's on here. They really did a phenomenal, fast moving deal in Texas. But in Minnesota, let me tell you all this. They did, let's say, 6 women with day 1, day 3, day 10 of the Thrive Experience. I'm always cautious when I'm talking to y'all because I've got things on my desk. I don't want to slip on stuff. But they were talking about day 1, day 3, day 10 of the Thrive Experience. And there were a lot of new guests in the room. And these women and men were talking about the capsules, lifestyle mix, DFT. They did the same amount of women. It was unbelievable. And so I was learning live right in front of me. They did 6 women that got up and talked about their day 1, day 3, day 10 on skin. And behind them was the before and after. So the woman is in front of the room talking. Behind them is a big screen, and it's showing before and after. The oohs and ahs in the room were me going, I understand what the biggest $2 billion, $3 billion a year companies, $1 billion and up, are in the skin space. Because the other thing is, you all, I want you all to think about, and I want to challenge you all, and I want to help you all. If you have skin events, I want to know about them. Ahead of time, give me about 4 weeks notice. If somebody is doing a specific skin event, I want to know about it. I want to know, you got to be fair with me. Did you have a recent one? Did you have 20 or more in the room? Did you have 15 or more? I'll work with you all. I just love saying, all right, I'm going to send, and then the new stuff that's coming, you'll see a lot of skin events, not because, let me say this to you, not because of the new extensions, the plus line of skin, not because of that, because of something else that we're doing. Not rewards wise, there's something else that we're doing. There's that right there. Look at there. There's that one right there.
Yeah, let's see that again. Oh, you're wearing 2 big ones.
Oh, baby.
I want to see.
Where you see? Hold on, Chelsea.
There.
No.
Dang! Gun show?
Is that concealed handgun? Room. Sure, both of the TFTs. Is that it? Are you doing that? Is that for Sculpt? Is that what's doing that?
Oh, let me tell you something. I don't care what anybody says about that. Don't take it. I don't care if you take it or not. I'm going to take it anyway. I've got a whole bunch. I've got a big box of it out here. My just got a bunch of delivered today. But phenomenal. You know, it's so hard for me because I like to think if I'm going to be successful, I have to make sure that anyone that I'm talking to can say what I'm saying, right? I have to make sure they can go, hey, take this, 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 and you're done for the day. For me, even if you are not getting it, and I have not been getting any exercise in, I just have not been getting enough exercise in since May. Am I dark or can you see me?
I think your light went out.
Tell him to move
or
his mouse.
something.
Move
your mouse on your computer. What happened? I don't know what happened. You had a light and then you didn't. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway,
I think it was when you flexed. You did a power surge. It made the electricity go out.
So anyway.
Wait, we need to rewind for just a second. You're not working out and you have those guns.
No, I don't know why those things even show like that. They're not. I'm being stupid. Most of them going, that's no.
We're so excited. We're like, is it concept?
But back on this, back on this Sculpt. It's the most amazing plus extension that I feel like we've ever had, because for all of your moms, for all of your aunts, for people you care about, they take the capsules and then they take the Sculpt. Your brain's a muscle, and this Sculpt flat out makes your brain just be like, woof. Now, if you're using it, obviously, and you're getting out and going for a walk in the morning, y'all are already seeing that. People are going, I'm crushing my walks. You know, they're getting very, very active. Who is that? There's Molly getting her walk on right now. Go, Molly. It's your birthday. Anyway.
So I'll tell you, with Sculpt, what I noticed is I felt 100% just super focused. Like the only way I could explain it was I was on all day. I was just, and it's probably the way, because when I did Expand, I didn't really have that experience, but Jason did. And the way he talked about how awesome his Expand experience is how I felt on Sculpt for 3 days.
So that's an interesting conversation, because I will take Expand in a month's time. I will only take one capsule. I'll tell you that. If I take it with my capsules, because it's this is just a whole nother. I mean, I'll put it to you this way: if I were meeting someone tomorrow or today, I'm thinking of one of my friends right now. He's a huge real estate guy here in Nashville, and he and his wife absolutely love Thrive. And something I forgot to tell you all, goodness. When you think about getting to 40K, 80K, and 200K, the thing I love about that, or I gave you the analogy of $50 a week, $100 a week, $200 a week, how often are you putting product into people's hands that you really like, right? That you really care about? And I have friends, you all friends, and this will sound crazy to you all, but they're like, well, let me buy it. I'm like, I'm bringing it to you. And I enjoy people knowing, get over here to my house. I've got some women's capsules for you. I'll give them a box of capsules. I'll give them 2 boxes of Lifestyle Mix. What do you want your business to be like as you go? The more you get into the habit of people going, are you serious? Look, I'll buy some from you. You get over here and buy some, and I'm going to give you half. I'll give you more for free, right? To me, it's these little things. I'll tell you this much. They have a lot of people they've sent my way to come sample and buy stuff from me in little bitty 5 days and 10 days. Get comfortable with always making sure you're moving your product around with people, because they talk. And if you're doing good deeds for them, they talk 10 times as much. So anyway, I'll leave that at that. But I really want to challenge you all to say, where could my business be if I was putting the product into hands more often, and if I'm making more money, is there anybody around town that I know has got a big mouth, a hairstylist, right, in a good way, hairstylist or a yoga instructor or whomever it may be? If I'm saying, get over here, I want you on this product. You gave it to me 2 weeks ago. You don't have to do it again. No, I want you to have more. Or I just ordered some. Good. I've got some for you. I want you to put it into some girls that's sitting in that chair today. I want to pay it forward. I want you to put it into someone's hands. Keep thinking about, here's the, oh, I hate to say it. I'm going to say it. Here's the screw up of people, a lot of people. They think they have to know a lot of people. It's not the case. If I know somebody that is around 10 people different every single day, if I know someone that's got people coming in and out of their office every day, I am making sure that they're constantly having a little bitty 3-day pack. I'm moving the stuff. Y'all have an agenda this evening. I know you asked me to come on here, but I'm going to say one more thing. When I can look in that crystal ball back when we first started taking orders, everyone knew to have 5 or 6 or 10 3-day mini experiences in their car every day when they left. Didn't mean they gave away 5 a day. Absolutely not. They were always prepared with a brochure in 3 to 5 days. You all would be shocked how many people leave their house and you're just like, this is pathetic. My team doesn't even have 3 to 5 day mini experiences with them in the car. What if they meet one of the sharpest girls they've seen at Target ever, and that person says, yeah, I'm exhausted. Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, I feel like crap. And they're like, here, give me your number. Get the number, but say, if you give me your contact information, I'll meet you out in the parking lot, and I got 3 days for you right now.
I love that.
If you just did that, that 52% would have gone up to probably 70 had they had it on hand in all those moments that they were connecting with new people. All right, what's next?
Oh my gosh. Well, I love that. Let's talk about that, getting experiences in people's hands, because, there's a hesitation of when do you, I don't want to waste my product. We've had, obviously and I talk about this, like I have had not so great experiences with sampling. I know you've talked about it yourself. You've had not so great experiences sometimes with sampling. You're just like us. But then I have 2 of my largest legs that each produce way over $1 million a month in volume came from a mini experience. So,
right.
If I were to would I send out another 250 just to get 2 that stuck and rocked out?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And along those lines, I told you all today, we shot I would think a lot of you all have gotten on the new app. If you've been on the app, you've probably received a text from me by now, or someone sending it out corporately that's got my information. That's how I'm communicating for an example, I believe that we shot a text message out to everyone that has not achieved over $12,000 in orders yet. That was the database, I think, that that it went out to, and it spread. I obviously posted it, but I talked on the call today to people that Jason and I are talking daily about this specifically, and I told him today, I said, I'm so excited about this moment because for me, this is what I like to do in this business. This is what makes me motivated. What I like looking at all these reports. Did you all see how many VIP 800 and VIP 1600s? Like, we posted that yesterday.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. And so me knowing that I've got an opportunity to communicate with those new people on a conference call or on a Zoom. I'm not super comfortable doing this. I'll, do it, but for me, what I love is, as I referred today, when I was on a call with Jason and Drew, and I said, imagine us pretending this is our first 2 weeks. The difference is we have that whole list of all those people that went out yesterday, and we have this new Thrive 3-day mini experience. And I'm going to fund Drew goes, do you know how much that's going to cost you? And I said, well, let me figure out exactly who we're going to fund first. So meaning, what I love in this business, you all, is when I think about the future of this company is, who do you have that is achieving $660 on 800? They're going to be a big part of this new 3-day mini experience movement. We're going to make sure everyone clearly understands good things come to you when you send out things with intention, not sending out going, hey, I just want you to try it. Don't rush sending stuff to someone that is giving you a hard time. If they're not going, you know what, I believe you, I'm ready to experience this, invest in them, get this out. But I'm going, and I'll say this on this Zoom right now. Any of you on this Zoom that have 20 free accounts, you have 4 upgrades since September 1st. I have to have a barometer right now, because I got a lot of people in that space that we're going to be working with in the days ahead with these new 3-day mini experiences. If you want me to say, hey, not just, Chastity and everybody else that's collective on this deal right now, I want to come with you all on this video and say, if you're out there and you're mailing product out and you really are passionate about that, and you've had people that have ordered because you've been mailing out, get in touch with whomever put you on this Zoom and say, Paul said he wants to know my story. He wants to know how many people I've mailed to. He wants to know how many upgrades. Put a little paragraph together. Get it to your upline 40K and 80K tonight. Tell them to review it. Then send it to the 200K, right? Have a little call with them. I want to have a call with you. I want to have a call or a Zoom. I'll do a Zoom with any of you that are having upgrades, mailing the product out. You've got 20 free accounts. You're new since September. I want to get to know you and put. So there's a new part of this system, and the system is this won't be the exact verbiage, but the way the code works is it is transferable mailouts. So what happens is, one of you on the call says, I'm flat out, I love this, I'm ready for it. I will send you transferable mailouts. So when you get that money in your account, it turns into being able to mail out the new mini experience, but you can't turn around and mail it to your neighbor and you consume it yourself, right? This is designed to go out to do the right thing. I've given people product credits and they said they were going to use it for samples and they lied and used it for themselves. I'm never going to give them anything again, right? So be honest with me is all I'm asking. And I will help you all if you're really growing. And your 40K, 80K, and 200K are going to tell me the truth. They're going to tell me if you've got 20 free accounts and you're growing and your voice is on calls and if you're the real deal, I'll know who, and I'm just a piece of this puzzle like anybody else, but I'm very grateful that I have an opportunity to say, let me put some money in your account and do some mail outs. If you're one of those people that fit that mold after this Zoom is over, get in touch with the women that set this Zoom up.
And we're turning off our phones. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. They're going to blow up.
Yeah, don't message them saying I want to be a part of it. Message them showing your documentation. Send them screenshots. Don't say I want to be. And if you're not there yet, go ahead and start tonight and get your free accounts going. Go ahead and get 2 or 3 people to order here's the deal. It's just as easy for somebody to call someone, a cousin, and go, you got to trust me. I'm not going to waste my time with 15 days, 5 days from now, this product getting in the mail. Then you got another 4 days while you're on the product. I'm not wasting 9 days with you right now. I'm telling you, trust me and order this. I promise to goodness you will be telling everybody at church about this. You'll be telling people you're going to flip out how you feel. Trust me and order it. And when they sense you're focused on them, all right, I trust you. Just focus as much as you can on getting them to trust you and order as the same. When the spine is strong and the brain is in a zone of I am flat out going where I want to go, you really don't waste a lot of time on sampling. There are just incidents where you are at Target and you do see someone that you know really well, and you may not want to ask them for a $200 or $400 order. I know a lot of those people. And I like giving the product to people to experience. I like the opportunity to talk to them. Let me tell you why I love that. Because we are an accumulation of who we associate with. And by God, if I'm going to give this product to somebody, I want to give it to, I'm sorry, I want to give it to somebody that runs the city. I want to give it to somebody that can flat out move and flat out do good stuff with. And whether they're out doing gatherings or not, I have this product into some incredible homes in Nashville and some people that I'm really proud that I went out and pushed it and have put it in their hands. Go ahead.
Absolutely. And also it's just asking for that, right? Like Jenny said earlier with her auto bonus, auto elite. Jenny, how long has she been earning it?
Since the very first month.
Yeah. So that's been almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's been earning auto elite for almost 2 years. So yeah, it is definitely, she asks for the sale. She finds out what they need. She tells them what what she has, and she gets that sale. When I was with Maria Dillard a couple weeks ago, it was so funny. She had a new housekeeper at the lake, whatever. And she said, oh, I need to talk to her about Thrive. And she just walked in and she said, hey, you haven't asked me about Thrive yet. I mean, she just straight out said that. And the girl was like, oh yeah, for me too. And so they started a conversation, and the girl said, I tried this other product, but it didn't do what I needed it to do. So right there, cue in. She knows what she needs. She has an idea of what she wants a product to do. So she said, well, what do you need it to do? And she's like, I'm on my feet all day. My back bothers me, everything. So
I'm exhausted. I don't feel good. I'm tired.
Yeah. But if you let them tell you.
9 out of 10 people are going to tell you that. This is like, I told a guy today, I said, this stuff, it's a goose that lays golden eggs. If you just go after people and say, do you know anybody that's exhausted? I already said it.
Absolutely. So, I don't want to keep you on long. I don't want to keep everybody else on long. I appreciate you so much for jumping on. Oh, and we want to say thank you for all the credits that you gave us last time. We have been using those. Everybody was so excited. They're all super grateful. We did vision boards. We did live videos. We were blasting out social media and getting the word out there, and they were all stepping out of their comfort zone, running after your credits.
So let's do this. Let's get some more. Let's get organized. We'll do a follow-up tonight. Get with you all after when you have time. Let's organize what we want to do with the next round of credits, and we'll get the word out here in the next 24 hours. So let's organize what we're going to do with credits. For an example, I said today, everyone on your teams, if they have not printed out, if it's the Lexus, what is it, the GX? Yeah, the GX 470 or 480, whatever that is, right? I think our most popular car is I believe it's the Escalade is what most people pick. And then the second one is that Lexus SUV.
The Escalade.
But anyone that's not getting their $800 auto bonus, get them to hold a picture that they've printed out, smiling, have the picture in one hand, and then the other hand, the women's capsule, not 3 capsules, the women's capsule, the vanilla lifestyle mix, and the DFT, right? Or if you do the purple, and I saw on Maria's desk the strawberry, and then the purple DFT, whatever. I want the three products in one hand, and I want the card that they want in the other one, and then a graphic that says I am 12K above. Help you all help each other out. I want to get that done. I want to run a promo around that. These things we speak into existence. Our job on this Zoom is to help everyone that's not what I believe is the pinnacle of this company. It's the auto bonus. When you get to that stage and you go do that, you make that move and you get that card, you get real focused because you flat out are going to be putting the product into people's hands more. So I want that. I want to tie a promo around that, getting those images. And also I want those, after you launch that promo, tell them do not send this in until your promotion is over. And it goes to winners at LaBelle when your promo is over. Okay. I want to run a promo around that. I want to run a promotion for mail out credits. Number 2, and send me an email detailed on this. I want to run a promotion around who can message you all that has been consistent with mailing out samples and they have upgrades. How many people have they mailed out to? What have their upgrades been? Natasha, this can be since July, August, September. Y'all can backdate it a little bit. Let's run promos, credits around that, and we'll let y'all know the size. We'll make it definitely when we launch it, everybody's going to go, oh, I'm going to go for that. So y'all can come up with a couple of other ideas that you want to do with credits. I've got a
You know, they think you're Oprah when you start giving out credits. They're like, everybody gets it.
Well, it's just what's important to me. I mean, it's really, really important to me that you all get this product into people's hands that you really like. You know, I'll leave you with this. If you were at a dinner table at your home and you looked at the table, would it be the most popular financially massive, successful real estate agent, not agent, they own a real estate company? Would that person be at your table? Because you invited them over, because you changed their life, and more importantly, you changed their wife's life on Thrive. And you give them that product. What would a dining table look like? Who would you want in your house? And people make the mistake in life, in time, and in moments that they approach people that if they get rejected, internally it doesn't really hurt them. They don't approach the people that can move mountains for them because it could hurt them that they were rejected by people that they look up to. I like to approach people that I'm like, that person is super successful. I want to say, you're going to think I'm crazy. You got to experience my product. They may be more successful than you. That's who you want to approach, because those people, they're influencers in your community. You just never know who it's going to be, but try to visualize that dining table. Who would you love to have at your dining table? And a bunch of people go, this is amazing that I have this many people. I wish I could show you all. I actually can. I want to show you.
Oh yeah, show us your desk.
No, I'll do it. It's in front of me, and I have my monitor up in front of me here, my big monitor in front of me. I'll show you another time. I'll take you to. I was going to show you a picture that I've had for over 25 years. It's framed, and it's a round table. And if you all know about the round table, you should know exactly what I'm talking about and where I get that in, where I learned the round table. And it's one of the deepest, most powerful techniques that you do to your brain. The dining room is your round table, so to speak. I have an image that I look at every day, and it's like 20 men that are facing the camera. And all of those faces are massive, powerful men, but the picture was made back in the 1900s. And they're all dressed up. No one smiled back in those days. But that table was a bunch of men that were making decisions, and they were going somewhere as a unit. They were about to make big things happen moving forward. If you don't get your brain realizing that all of you on this call are the round table, you don't get why we're all here at this moment. We're all moving forward on a mission to accomplish something big, and that's help people live like they haven't felt in years. And some of us are just going to be more aggressive than other people at this table tonight, and we'll be the ones that receive the financial blessings in the long haul. Nothing is up. My life is like this, right? It is up, down, up, down. But over the long haul, my life has been like this for 20, 25 years. But in between years, some of these craters, you couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle having $6+ million in net worth and in 1 year being less worth than $1 million. Your brain is $6 million in net worth, and a year later you went into all .com stocks, and you thought you knew everything, and you had to start ground up again. But when you have a hustler's mentality and you're focused on achieving what you know you're worth in life, you just don't stop. I'll go to bed and my project still won't be done, but tomorrow I have Dallas, Fort Worth. I've got the Woodlands. I've got Orlando. I've got West Palm Beach. I've got Virginia. I've got Raleigh, North Carolina. I've got Toledo, Ohio. Every one of these events, I have 3 promotions running before the event. This is like I'm going to a local that's mine. if I'm going somewhere, I want three promotions going with credits and all these things going out ahead of time. If I know that anyone on this Zoom has gatherings of 20 or more and you're consistent, I like to say about every 4 to 5 weeks in your area. You don't have to do it every week. If you're doing it every week and we don't know about it, you better let us know about it, because I'm going to come right in and say, if you had a picture of 20 people last week and you got another gathering and you know you're going to have 35, I'm coming in, I'm putting product in there ahead of time. I'm setting that thing up to where it's going to go to 70. Let me come in and help you all. I'll put the money behind you. Just step your game up and say, I just want to be connected direct with the leaders that are on this Zoom, and just run directly with us. We don't care what your volume is. We don't care how many people you put in the business. We just want to know, are you the part of the round table that's moving forward, and we'll lift you up. You'll be far beyond the 52% that upgraded from the last one. So thank you all again for having me on a Zoom, and everyone, end the night with aggressiveness. Message people that are on your chicken list, and always go to bed listening until you've mastered the audio Think and Grow Rich, and I think equally important, how to win friends and influence people. Megan messaged me today, a text. I have no idea who Megan is. I get text messages, my phone's this tall. I get text messages this long every day. I don't get through the text messages, but I saw somebody, didn't have her name, Megan. She had a question. I saw it. I popped up. I called her. She's like, but I'm like, hey, what's going on? Right? We're normal. We're all together. Here we go. And she had a fear of approaching people about the opportunity. She had a fear of approaching people about it. And I said, Megan, you got to look at it this way. If you know that 64% of America, statistics, right? I think these numbers, correct me if I'm wrong, you all, 64% of America has $1,000 to their name. I said, Megan, would you agree with me that 99% of them are probably stressed out? They're all stressed out. And I said, they need a financial break. You got to realize people need a financial break, and you got a product that is a blessing. It's a blessing. Just learn how to master closing people quicker. That's what this whole Zoom is about. Get off this thing and call somebody and say, trust me, I'm tired of talking to you. You're going to order it. All right, y'all have a good one. Thank you, and I'll see you all soon. Let me know. Send me a detailed email on what you want for promos, credits, and we'll talk about it tonight or tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye,
you all. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Paul. All right, y'all, don't forget your task is posted. Get that done. This is growing your business. We'll see y'all next time.